If you love seeing detailed podcast analytics and you want to get more insights into how different episodes compare to each other day by day, the team at Transistor has just released this new episode comparison grid. What this grid allows you to do is compare the performance in terms of downloads of all your episodes in one place. And there's all sorts of insights you can gather from this table. Let me show it to you here. Generally, you're going to see most of your downloads happen in the first 2 days. And that's why we've actually added this release window column, because sometimes you'll publish an episode at 4 p.m. instead of 1 a.m. So the release window column will combine your day 1 and day 2. But if we're just looking at the first, let's say, 5, 6, 7 days, every once in a while, you'll notice that a particular episode, here's a good example, might have a really good day 7, which likely means that people listened to the episode and then they started sharing it. This is a good indicator of the kinds of episodes people like and want to share with their friends via word of mouth. You'll also see other trends. For example, while we were consistently publishing every week, we had really consistent day 1s in the dark blue here. But as our release schedule started to drift and we started releasing episodes every month, our day 1 downloads start to trend down. You can also export this grid as a CSV file, and you can open that up in Excel or Google Sheets, or in my case, Apple Numbers. And now you can see all this information in the same grid. And now I can create custom charts here in Excel. And for example, in this case, I can see that this episode had a really good day 2 and day 3 compared to other episodes I've released. This kind of grid analysis is also really helpful for visualizing episodes that just had a longer tail of downloads. So here we have an interview with Taylor Otwell, and sometimes guests can bring a lot of listeners, and in this case we can see that happened. We had a lot of listeners listen to the show, and that trend kept going. It even bumped up on day 7, and then day 8, day 9, all really high download numbers for this show, and pretty steady. This particular episode continues to do well even into day 30. And now you can also click through and get even more detailed information on each episode. So we can compare this episode with other episodes. We can see it's done a lot more downloads than normal. We can also do a cumulative comparison between the Taylor Otwell episode and this other episode. And this one's definitely trends a lot higher. And then we can also get this episode listener trends chart. This is brand new, which will help us see when we had times where maybe there was a bump of listens. Normally podcast episodes tend to kind of peter out, but every once in a while you'll get one that has a little bump. And I can also analyze this by past 365 days. So far this year, had some nice download numbers in February, March, and April, past 90 days. And this is also exportable as a CSV file. For this particular feature, we want to thank the folks over at the Acquired podcast. This idea was sparked through conversations we were having with them and how they're using Transistor's analytics. So thanks to them for giving us the inspiration for this feature and for giving us tons of feedback to get it to this point. The episode comparison grid is available now for all of our customers across all our plans. Just head over to Transistor, log in, and if you're not a customer yet, you can try Transistor for free for 14 days. Just head over to transistor.fm and click that 14-day free trial button.